All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and lie down on your back, straight and grab the ball to start with. So starting with a little bit of bridging, I want you to try to get nice and heavy in your shoulders. Ball's gonna go in between the thighs. And then just having your feet placed under the knees so that you feel like when you do some rolling up, you've got all 4 points of the feet anchored into the ground. I'm making this small. So first, just that slight tail tilting up towards the ceiling, imprinting the bottom ribs, feeling a little bit of the glutes turn on, the low belly, and then resting back down. So tilting that tail up towards the ceiling, making a small little mini bridge here, heavy up in the shoulders. So just watch for tension that's going to creep into the neck. Give a little squeeze to the ball and try to anchor down through all 4 points of the feet. So sometimes it's easy to get out of that big toe. And I want you to try to heavy up this big toe side of the foot. So just making these little pelvic tilts here. Exhaling, doing the little tilt of the butt up. Inhaling, letting the sacrum be heavy on the floor. Doing 4 more like this. Relax the jaw. Relax the arms. Good. Give a little squeeze to your ball. Here's 2 more. 2. Good. Last one like this. And now we're going to go all the way up into our bridge. So on your next exhale, we're going to roll all the way up to the shoulder blades. Pause at the top, give a little squeeze, and then I'm going to lay the upper back down, the mid back, low back. Good. Do it again. Tilt the tail up. First the low back leaves, mid back, then the upper back. Now you're on the shoulders. Squeeze the ball. Look at your knees. Try to draw the front ribs in. And then rest down the upper back, mid back, low back, tail. So just moving through this pattern, but I want you to start to take notice as to what happens in your chest, your shoulders, your jaw. Can you relax? Let the arms be heavy by your side. And start to really turn on the glutes. So at the top of that movement, I want there to be this lengthening of the knees forward and this drawing of the pubic bone towards your face. So you feel like you're creating some length in the low back. Give me 2 more full roll-ups, squeezing the ball. Good, last one, you're gonna hold it at the top. So again, we're gonna take the front ribs, draw them in and down towards your spine, press into the back of the arms, the knees are nice and long, and we're just gonna squeeze the ball, release. Squeeze, release. There's 8, 7. You should feel some length in the low back, so keep that low belly fired. That means you're taking those front hip bones and hugging them in towards the front ribs, trying to make some space, get the space get smaller between the front ribs and the hips. There's 2. Hold to squeeze 1, little dip of the hips, halfway down and up. Squeeze the ball, little dip of the hip and lift. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it here. Can you just wiggle your left foot a little closer to center, shift your weight into the left leg, take the right leg straight across the room. It's gonna be squeezing the ball at the same height as the left leg. We're squeezing in. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the right foot down. Wiggle it a little closer to center. Left leg extends long. It's the same height as your right. And we're just squeezing in. So the thighs should feel pretty much like they're in line. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place both feet down. Squeeze the ball. Take a nice slow roll all the way down. Good job. Bend your knees in, take the ball, just set it off to the side. Give your legs a couple little circles here. Good, place the feet back down. They're back close together. So now we're gonna take right leg up to the ceiling. We're gonna peel all the way up onto that left foot. So now we're in the bridge, just the left leg. I'm going to bend the right knee into the chest, send it out across the room, take it straight up. Bend it in, extend it out, straight up. In, out, up. There we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg out to the ceiling. Little pulse up, pulse up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Keep your hips up. Now from here, we're just going to dip the hips to the right, pick it back up to neutral. Dip the hip down to the right, pick it back up. So you're just doing this little tilt to the side and then lift back up to parallel. Right hip bone drops, then it lifts back up to meet the left. Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the right foot down, slow roll. Back to center, left leg goes up, right foot's planted, peel your hips up into the bridge. Bend the knee in, send the leg across the room, straight up to the ceiling. Left knee bends in, extends out, goes up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight up to the ceiling, little pulse up, up, 10, 9. There should already be a glute squeeze, and you're just adding another little extra squeeze on top of it. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross that left ankle over the right knee. You're just dipping your hips to the left, picking it back up. Dipping the hip to the left, picking it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the left foot down next to the right. Go ahead and walk the legs all the way together. From here, we're just going to pop up onto the toes. So the thighs are squeezing together, your heels are lifted, and then they're going to lower. They're going to lift, they're going to lower. I've got this length through the front of my body. So again, I'm trying to take my tail, tuck it in between my legs, and take my 2 front hip bones and draw my ribs down towards them. Just lowering, lifting, keep your thighs hugged together. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels go down, slow roll all the way to the bottom. Let the knees fall out a little bit. So I want you to feel like you're on the outer edges of your feet and your inner soles can kind of press together and your knees are kind of at a 45-degree angle from your body, going wide like a butterfly. And here's where we're going to lift the hips, lower the hips. Lift, lower. So you're just on the outer edges of your feet, try to stay supported in the ankles. Just doing a little lift, lower. So this one we're kind of coming up with a little bit of a flat back. Keeping that length in the low back, but not feeling like you have to do too much articulating here. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Little pressing wide of the knees, wide of the knees. So I'm holding my hips up, I'm pressing my knees a little wider, wider, just turning on those outer rotators in the hip. Here we go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this little tuck, little tail to the legs, tail to the legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow down. Good job. Grab that ball. Place it in between the knees. Hands are going to come out of the head. Peel your head and shoulders up. Holding the shoulders up, we're just going to squeeze the ball, extend the legs across the room. Bring them back in. Squeeze and press. And in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the legs straight, take them up to the ceiling, down to a hover. Up, down. So I only want you to go as low as you can keep your back pretty heavy on the floor. I don't want to see your belly thrusting up towards the ceiling. When you squeeze the ball, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs up towards the ceiling. You can flex the feet. They can always soften in the knees if it's too hard with your legs straight. Right hand reaches across that left thigh, so we're twisted here. We're gonna reach and squeeze, release. Reach and squeeze the ball, release. So again, legs can be straight, they can be softened. You can lower them down for more challenge. We're trying to get those shoulder blades up. We're trying to reach across that left thigh. We're going to squeeze the ball as you reach. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze, little pulse of the upper body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it across the other side. Left arm reaches across. You're gonna reach, squeeze. Reach, squeeze. Belly drives down as you do the squeeze. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it, little pulse reach. Just squeezing the ball, lifting the shoulders. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Hands behind the head. Bending the knees in, taking them out across the room, pulling them straight up. Knees bend, they extend across the room, go straight up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 2. Good, one more. Nice job, bring it in. Give those knees a little hug. Just set your ball off to the side. Put your feet on the floor, set your hips over to the right, and drop your knees over to the left. You can just rest your hand on the left, or your left hand on the knees, and your right arm is gonna go out of the diagonal. So my knees are going to the left, my shoulder on the right side is trying to go down, and my right arm's reaching out of the diagonal from the body. Take 2 more breaths in the ribs. One more. Get back up through center. Shift your hips up and over to the left of center. Pull your knees in, drop them to the right. So left shoulder's down, knees are to the right. Trying to breathe into my rib cage here on the side. So take a deep breath into the left lung. One more. Job back to center. Give those knees a little hug, and we're just gonna roll all the way up. So let's give yourself maybe like 2 or 3 rolls, or you can kind of make some contact with the low back. Roll all the way up to the seat. One more. Good job. Go ahead and just roll over the ankles. On all fours. Get a couple of these cat and cows. Rounding, pressing away from the floor, lifting the chest, drawing the sit bones up. So you can untuck your toes. We're just gonna set your hips back on your heels And your arms are nice and long here, like kickstands, pressing back into the shoulder blades. I want to keep the belly on your thighs, and we're just going to take this left hand to your left ear. You're going to just open to the side, keeping the elbow and the nose pointing the same direction, and your belly button on the thighs, and then back down. So it may not feel very big. This first few, we're just going to keep the elbow pointing the same direction as the nose. And I want you to try to just move the rib cage. 2 more like this. Good, now get the elbow involved. So now as you turn, you're gonna open the elbow back, move the shoulder blade back, and then close it back up and tap that right elbow. So now left elbow opens all the way to the side, and then comes back in and touches that right elbow. So I'm trying to still stay pretty pointed down in my belly button. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Good. Left hand goes down, right hand goes to the ear, and again, elbow's gonna point the same direction as the nose, and I'm just gonna turn and back center. Got 5 of these. Turn, center. Nose and elbow stay pointing in the same direction for this first few. 2 more. 1 more. Good, now we're gonna open that arm as you turn. So now the elbow is gonna go way back and back to tap the left. It's gonna open all the way up and close. 3 more. Here's 2. Last one. Good job. All the way out of those hands and knees. We're just gonna step this right foot way back to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, and I want you to feel like you can have all the weight in that right toe and in the hands, and we're just gonna pick that left knee up into the belly, and then set it back down. I want you to pull your belly up, lift the left knee, and down. Here we go for 3, 2, hold it up, tap the left elbow, tap the right elbow. Left elbow, right elbow, just back and forth, back and forth. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, set it down. Bring the right knee in, set the left foot to the back of the mat. Tuck the toes, place all the weight in that left foot. Pick up the right knee, set it down. Pick up the right knee, set it down. 3, 2, hold it up, tap right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Step it back to your plank. Bend your knees, send your hips back over your heels, come back over your wrists. Back over your heels, back over your wrists. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stay back over those hips. So keep your hips over the heels, a little pulse. Get your shins parallel to the ground. Here we go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips up and back. Pedal the feet. So palms are pressing forward, dragging that mat forward energetically. Arms are rotating so that the biceps are trying to point forward. And I've got a lot of weight in that first finger and thumb. Just bending one knee, stretching the back of the legs, trying to get my sit bones to tilt up. Good, 1 more breath. Shift all the way forward into your plank. Lower your knees, look forward. Lower all the way to the belly. Reach the hands back behind you and just pause here. So I want the heads of the shoulders to go from being rotated down to rotated up and back. Pinkies are gonna face the ceiling. Thumbs are gonna point to the floor. Now, really important, just holding here, I want you to think of, can I get heavier in the pubic bone and lift a little bit of my front hip bones off the floor and create some more length in my low back so that we're not feeling this in the low back. Think more of length, top of the head reaching forward, back of the arms lifting to the sky. So keep picking up those pinkies, just holding here. Give me just 3 more breaths. Nice long neck. Really think of those shoulder heads looking away from the floor and like someone's picking you up by your bra strap. 1 more big breath. Good, hands down by your ribs, tuck your toes, either push up to your knees or a full push up, and then back to downward facing dog. Right leg is gonna extend all the way up and back behind you. We're gonna bend that right knee into the chest, look forward, and slowly try to put it right between the hands. Good, now from here, we're gonna lower that left knee, just let the hips fall forward for a moment, and you're gonna grab your weights so that they're close by your hands. So just stretch into the front of the left hip for a moment. If that means hands on the floor, that's fine. If hands are on the thigh, that's fine. Good, grab those hand weights, look forward. We're gonna lean back so that we've got left knee on the floor, toes are tucked, right foot is feeling nice and planted beneath us. Arms are gonna be by your side, and as we come up, we're gonna lift up into a lunge, hands come up to shoulder height. We're gonna come back down and tap the floor if you can, or just hover. Arms are gonna do the same. They're gonna come up, they're gonna go down. So I want there to be some tension to the front of that left thigh. I want you to feel like there is some stretch, especially on the way down there. Keep that right hip hugged in. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Little pulse of the legs. Just small, stay just a couple inches up, down. I want you to feel this control. We're just holding the arms. And I want you to feel that right hip trying to wrap back in the center. Don't let it swing out to the side. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Right arm is gonna swing back, left arm's gonna reach forward, and we're gonna extend the back leg long. So you're leaning over that right leg, and then we're gonna switch them. Right arm's gonna come forward, left arm's gonna go back, and we're gonna lean back. So now I'm back over that left knee. So I'm extending the back leg, reaching the left arm forward, and then I'm gonna bend it and reach the right arm forward. Let's go a little quicker. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself reaching forward. Take both hands back behind you. Little pulses of the arms up, up, up. Wrap those shoulders back. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms down by your side. You're going to shift your weight into the right leg. We're going to start to pick up the left leg. Arms are going to come out to a T. Then you're going to bend your right knee, tap the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg, take the arms out wide like a T. Bend the right knee, tap the floor, straighten, reach the arms. Let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just step that left foot all the way back. Keep those hands right where they are. We're in this long lunge again. Just that wide T with the arms, down. Wide T, down. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Set those weights down. Place your hands down. down, step your right foot back, shake it out, look forward in your plank, knees come down, chaturanga push-up, halfway down, press back up, halfway down, press. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the belly. Pause here. Hands are going to come behind the ears. This is going to be a little rotation. So keep your legs down, just turning your chest to the left, center, right, center. Think of length over height. Here's 6. If it's too much with your hands at your ears, take them wide like a T, or even these cactus arms. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Good job, hands under those elbows. Tuck the toes, either a push up to the knees, or all the way back to plank, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, slow down the breath. Left leg's gonna go up and back. Bring the knee into the chest, look forward, step that foot between the hands. Go ahead and lower the right knee to the ground. So starting with the stretch. Hands can be on your knee, they can be on the floor. Just finding a little opening to the front of the right hip. Have those weights right by you. All right, we're gonna shift the weight back. So toes should be tucked. This right knee should be just a little bit behind you, so you have a little extension in the front of the hip. It just means that the leg's behind the hip a little bit. Arms are gonna be down by your side, and then here's where we're gonna come all the way up in that lunge, and they're gonna come up with us. Then you can bring it down, tap, pick it up, tap, pick it up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Here's our little pulse. Little pulse. It's small, just a couple inches. Keeping the hips feeling light. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's where we're going to reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Extend the right leg straight. And then we're going to switch. Left arm's going to go forward, right arm's going to go back. And we're going to lean upright. Reach. And switch. So I'm staying pretty low in my elevation. My hips aren't really changing, other than they're just reaching the leg back and bending. So hips aren't going up, down. They may shift forward, back. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here, right leg is straight. Both arms go back to your hips. Little pulses up, up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms down, shift your weight forward. We're gonna stand up in that left leg. So right leg's gonna go up behind you. At this warrior 3, we're gonna open the arms wide like a T. Then as they bend, as the front leg bends, you're gonna tap the right foot back, arms are gonna drop. They're gonna come wide like a T, bend the left knee, tap the floor, arms come down. Here's 8, 7, I want you to come from that glute on that left side. 6, so push into your feet, find that butt cheek. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back, just the arms. Out, down, out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down. Hands to the floor. Send it back. Shake out the legs. Then look forward. Lower the knees. Chaturanga push-ups. 5 of them. Here we go. Bend the elbows, touch them. Press them up. 5, 4. Watch those shoulders aren't diving down. 3. Where's your head? Bring it back. Last one. All the way down to the floor. Good job. All right, just one weight. And if you've got 5 pounds, I'm really sorry. You may not want to wait, or you can use your ball. So actually, yeah, the ball's a great option if the weight's too heavy. Okay. Feet are on the floor. Arms are going to reach forward. We're going to take that weight, pass it behind you to the other hand, and then all the way around forward. Take it back, behind you, and forward. The arms are going to rotate as you take that weight into the hand. Again, you can always just use the ball. One more in this direction. Let's reverse it. Take it back behind you. Switch it from the left hand to the right hand, all the way out in front. Take it behind you, out in front. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Good job. Hands under those elbows, tuck those toes. Either you push back to your knees or a full push-up. Down, fixing it up, pedal the feet. All right, one more little flow. Right leg's gonna go up and back. Bring that knee to the chest, look forward, step it between the hands. We're gonna pivot that left foot down, grab yourself a weight. Have both of them close by, actually, but just one for now. Come all the way up, warrior 2. Okay, so for this one, we got right knee going over that front second toe. Back outer edge of the foot is pressing into the mat. My thigh is slightly rotated forward. Hips are pointing to the front or the side of your mat. Okay. Whew. Catching my own breath here. So get low. Just the right hand has the weight. Left hand can be on your thigh. We're gonna reach way past that right leg so that you've got a straight line from the heel to the top of the head on the left, and then you're just gonna come back upright. Reach, pull back in. Reach, reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this right arm. We're going to come off of that right foot. I'm sorry, we're going to come off of that left foot. So you're side facing on the right leg, left leg's lifting up, right arm's reaching. I'm going to try to reach the right arm towards the floor now. It's going to be my little anchor here. I'm going to bend the right knee, reaching that hand towards the floor. I'm going to push back up. So this requires some balance. Look at something that's not moving. And I want you to take your time. It doesn't have to go very low. But I want you to try to balance on that right foot. Bend your right knee like you're going to tap the floor with the hand. And then press yourself back up. Just give me 2 more. 2. Last one. Good, now we're gonna step it back to that warrior 2 position, but I want you to stay light in this left foot because we're gonna pivot. So you're gonna pivot forward, back open. Forward on the ball of the left foot, and then back open to the side. So that's what's gonna happen with our legs. And you kind of see how you pivot on the toes, pivot back to the outer edge of the foot. So now, right hand's gonna reach as you pivot. It's gonna circle back around the body, come into the left hand, reach back forward to the right, pivot open. Okay, so we're making a full circle with the arm before we pivot. So you turn the whole body forward, circle the arm behind the back, bring the weight all the way back to the right hand, pivot back open, okay? 4 more like that. Rotate forward, hands come all the way behind, pass the weight, reach to the right hand, stay low, pivot. Here's 3. Pivot. Here's 2. One more. Good. Pivot warrior two. Reverse your warrior. That left hand go down the thigh, the right arm pushing over your ear. You're gonna bend the right elbow. Just let your head rest in your arm rest on your head. But I want you to feel that weight challenging your obliques. So don't rest in your left arm. Give me one more breath. Reach that right arm straight and bend. Reach straight and bend. Here's 7. Get the belly engaged. 6. Support that lateral bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that arm all the way up and down. I think actually we'll just go right from there over to the other side. So both hands on either side of the right foot. We're gonna step it back plank. Pause here for your plank. We're just gonna take the legs and hop the width of your mat back together. Width of your mat, back together. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, lay with soft knees. 3, 2, 1, look forward. Knees to the floor. 5 push-ups here for the chaturangas. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the floor. Reach the arms back. Pick the toes up. Holding here, just taking the arms out a few inches, legs out a few inches. Back in, out, in, out, in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands under those elbows, tuck the toes, push it up to the push-up, the knees, downward facing dog. All right, left leg up and back. Send it all the way forward between the hands. Grab one weight, keep it close by. Coming up into that warrior two position here. So again, left knee straight forward. So I want you to get that left butt cheek to work. So it's got to kind of wrap underneath. So if that knee's buckling in, you're probably not engaging that glute. So make sure that knee is really hugged wide and it's not coming inside of that big toe. All right, left arm's gonna have the weight. Here's our little serve. We're gonna reach forward, serve, whatever we're serving, back up. Reach, back up. Here's 8. Stay low in the legs. 7, 6, 5. You should be feeling all this work in those side bodies. 4, 3, zip up through the front belly. 2, make sure the tail is long. 1, hold it here. You're gonna slowly start to take the weight out of the back foot and into the left foot. Now the arm's gonna drop down towards the floor. It's gonna kind of act as my little anchor. I'm gonna bend my left knee. I'm gonna tap the ground. I'm gonna press it back up. I wanna get 5 of those. It's only going as low as you can. Here's 4. And remember, my chest and my hips are trying to face the right side of my mat. Here's 3. Look at something that's not moving. 2. 1 more. Good job. Bend that front leg. Come back to that warrior two position. Okay, so here's where we're doing the pivots. Turning on the toes, turning back to the heel. Turning on the toes, back to the heel. So remember, I'm not really changing much, except for my hips are rotating and rotating open. My leg stays the same on that left side. Okay, so we're going to rotate towards the front leg. That left arm has the weight. I'm gonna get it to I'm gonna bring it all the way behind me, get it to the right hand, back to the left, pivot open. Turn, take the arm all the way back behind me, swing it back around, give it to that left hand, turn. Back in, circle, circle, reach. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on up, straighten both legs. Okay, turn those heels in, those toes out, and we're just gonna sit down in our squat or plie and grab both weights. So get nice and low on those hips. Hands are gonna come up, elbows are gonna be about the same height as your shoulders. We're just gonna turn those hands down towards the floor, hands up to the ceiling. Rotating down and up, down and up. Get your knees nice and wide, get your hips low. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close those elbows, open, close, open. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them together, pulse them up, up, up. 10, get your hips low. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, press up, down, close. Open, up, down, close. We're almost there, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Take those arm weights down to our floor, wiggle your feet all the way in, and we're gonna come into a little squat. So feet are only about the width of your, little wider than your hips. Toes can be turned out. Elbows are gonna go to the inside of your knees. You're gonna kind of push the elbows wide as you hug the knees in and get really long in your spine. So when you feel the top of your head get longer towards the ceiling. One more big breath. Good job, all the way onto your seat. Lean back, crossing that right ankle over the left knee. Just getting this kind of figure 4 stretch here. Walk your hands in and get your chest up. Feel that stretch in your hip. Good, just take this left ankle and tuck it back by your right butt cheek. And that right foot can come on the floor. And now I'm gonna hold that knee with my left arm. So I got my right knee up, my left arm's hugging. I'm gonna get real tall. I'm gonna use the muscles of my belly to turn, and then I'll bring my right hand behind me. So you can squeeze that left knee into your chest, that right knee into your chest. Get taller, start to get that little twist, look back over that right shoulder. Get back to center. Let's switch. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Walk your hands in and get really tall in the front of your body. So you can feel that stretch in the hip. Good. Take the right foot back by your left cheek. Left foot plants on the floor. Right arm hugs the left knee. I'm gonna get tall. Use my belly to turn. Then place my left hand behind me. Get up taller again. Look back over that left shoulder. Good, back to center. Release the legs. Take them wide like a V. Toes are gonna point straight up. And if you're tight, you can go hands behind you, but I want you to try to pour your pelvic bowl forward, right? So I want your hips to feel like their sit bones going back, pelvis pouring forward. And if you can bring the hands in front and still keep that, then go ahead. Good. So I'm gonna take a couple of extra minutes here with the foam roller. If you have to go, go for it. We're done with class. If you can stay with the foam roller and you want to continue, then go ahead and grab that now. I'm gonna grab mine. And we're just gonna do a little bit to release around the arms and upper back. So if you've got your foam roller, we're gonna just start here with a little bit of rolling under the arm. So I wanna think of this whole kind of wing here that lives on the outside of the ribs being what's gonna make some contact. So my arm's gonna go over the top, I'm gonna support my head, and I'm gonna have that kind of, again, like this wing right here on the outside of the shoulder blade and down by the side of the ribs on the foam roller, and I'm just gonna make a little bit of rolling action back and forth. So my chest is gonna face forward, then slightly up. Forward, up. Just getting a few like this. Now, if you find a spot somewhere along the way that you want to sit on and just take some deep breaths, go for it. You can also, for more intensity, pick the elbow up and maybe just roll the roller an inch or two up and down the ribs. So I'm making this action happen by tilting my hips. My feet are on the floor. And if I can do this kind of like side to side hip tilt, it encourages the roller to kind of migrate up and down on the side of my ribs there. And that might be too much. If it's too much, then you just put the elbow back down and maybe just stay and breathe. In fact, we'll all do that. Good. Let's get a little bit of the chest. So I'm just gonna angle the foam roller slightly up at a diagonal towards the upper corner of my mat. And now the webbing of my armpit between my chest and my arm is kind of straddling on top of the foam roller. And I'm just gonna put my body weight into it and take a few breaths. So find a place that your head can just relax. Sometimes I just move the foam roller back out of the way so that I can have my fists double up and just rest my forehead on my hands. Just taking a couple of breaths here. So these couple of release techniques that we're gonna do just really help to counteract a lot of the forward hunching we do all day long. All right, let's do the other side. So you're on your other arm now. I'll be on my right side. Again, I'm gonna try to find this kind of wing that stops from the arm down to the ribs. Try to get my arm up over the top. So now I feel like the pressure of that foam roller is pressing into the side of my body. And I can do this little, this is my sternum flashlight, it's facing forward, and then it's tilting up. It's pointing forward, and it's tilting up. So I'm rotating on my axis here. Now if you find a spot somewhere and you're like, oof, I'm just gonna sit there for a moment, it gives you some feedback that's not too crazy, but it can actually just still allow you to breathe and relax, and that's a good spot to breathe into. Now if you want more intensity and you wanna try to do the little tilting the hips side to side and feeling the roller move an inch or so up and down on those muscles, you can. That gets pretty intense, so do what feels good. Because again, we don't want to shock our nervous system, we're trying to encourage it to relax. Good. Place that elbow down, just take a couple breaths. And just remembering our breath is like the #1 indicator to our body, whether or not we are in time of stress. So being able to take nice, full, deep breaths really is a huge benefit. All right, angle foam roller up towards corner of mat. Webbing of armpit straddles over the foam roller. Again, you can get out of the way as much as you need to stack your hands and just rest your head. And this one, we're just letting the body weight put some compression into the muscle. Good. And then last, I just want to do a little extension work over the top. So you'll keep your foam roller there. We're going to lay down so that our shoulders feel like they can make some contact with that foam roller. I always like this gauge of taking my arm, and if I can tap the base of my shoulder blade to that roller, that's usually a good place for me. But you may have different length in the spine, so you may have to adjust once you get moving. It's usually pretty obvious. When it feels really wrong, you'll know, because you won't be able to move, or you'll get too much movement. So we're gonna keep elbows close to the face. I want you to keep your low belly and low back kind of hammocking towards the floor. And we're just gonna try to let the head and shoulders drape over the top of the foam roller. You might have to use a little muscular activity here to try to encourage that lengthening back. And then we'll just curl the head and shoulders up. So you can practice this with your elbows together. You can practice it with your elbows apart. It's gonna just change the position of your shoulder blades, right? So when my elbows are together, my shoulder blades are really wide and they're kind of out of the way so that I can get a little bit of spinal extension here. And then when I have my shoulders together, they're a little flatter on my back. You get a little more of a chest stretch. And for me, I have a harder time finding extension in my upper back, but that doesn't mean it's the same for you. So play with it and see what you like better, which feels more beneficial. You can always do both. And just get a few more of these. This is always a great way to start and end their day. Just with all the computers and phones and the driving and blah. Too much forward moving stuff. All right, let's get 3 more in like that. Big inhale, let the breath really help encourage this filling up of the rib cage space. One more. Good job. Roll it on up. Hopefully you feel 4 inches taller. All right, great work.